Somebody come get 'em. They're too old for TikTok.
Hello, and welcome to Too Old for TikTok. This is episode 255. So many fun things are happening on TikTok. It's really coordinated with the weather. The weather gets nice. TikTok picks up. Everything, it's bright, sunny. The roses are coming up.
Wow, someone took their Zoloft this morning.
No, I raw dog life.
Yeah, that's true. Amazing.
How are you? Are you feeling bright and sunny as well?
No, I'm feeling very torn in every direction right now, and my network is struggling.
Well, yes, Catalina is going to España for a bunch of weeks, so we will have guest co-host, but Catalina will be popping in and out, so
yeah,
we'll miss you, Catalina.
And but yes, I will try to make some cameo appearances. I'm doing my course abroad, so I'm in the process of preparing to bring the 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-olds to Spain and try to keep them well for 4 weeks.
Well, you could have fooled me.
Why?
It sounds like you're going to England with that accent.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Wow, whatever accent am I doing at the moment? Accent work is really not for me.
It's not.
Yes, so I know you'll all miss me, but don't worry, I will be back. And I'll pop in. And I'm also going to give some other people some time to speak. I know that some friends of ours have said that they want to make some corrections.
And they have grievances. Ashley, friend of the pod, who will be a host in your absence sometimes, has grievances. So stay tuned for those grievances.
We'll hear her out. In fact, one of her grievances is going to come up today because I put Ohio content in my segment.
Okay, one of them, though, from last week, we heard that there was too much Beyonce content in the pod, and I vehemently disagree.
Who grievanced that?
Melissa, she said, oh my God, what is this, a Beyonce podcast? And you know what? What if we wanted it to be? Hello, it is the Met Gala day. We're recording on Monday, May 4th. This is coming out later in the week. So if anything happens with Beyonce, we're missing it. But I'm glued.
I am the master of my own destiny. And in my world, you and I are the only people who make this pod or listen to it. So really, it's all about us.
Exactly.
Except for when our friends chime in and tell us to shut up. Or when the internet chimes in and tells us to kill ourselves.
The trolls, yes. Well, the Met Gala is today, though, so we're going to be missing all that TikTok. We'll discuss it next week, because I'm already getting content of people waiting to see the celebrities. They're already lining up. It's early on Monday.
I'm a little checked out from the Met Gala now that, you know what? It's kind of crazy. I feel like we just talked about this.
Yeah,
how has it already been a year?
Crazy.
I'm remembering talking about how the Met Gala has become this giant media event and how it didn't used to have, before the advent of social media, it didn't used to have this social media lens on it all the time.
It feels like yesterday, truly.
Feels like yesterday.
So let's get into the other TikToks.
All right.
Many TikToks we have today. The first is a video by Sal Mazzocchi. This is a comedy video.
Let's play What's Your Most Republican Take? Sometimes I kind of understand owning a gun. Just for self-defense, no bullets, just to scare them off.
And I'm pro-choice, but if you were raised pro-life, I can have sympathy for growing up with those ideals.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
I know it's fuck cops, but also in Brooklyn, sometimes the cops are black, and what do you do then?
That's so true. I've never thought about black cops. Okay, my turn. Black people should date black people, white people should date white people.
I found this video really funny. Clearly, they were all being very sarcastic. Yeah, what did you think, Catalina?
Well, I like that you put the disclaimer, this is a comedy video, because a person close to us didn't realize, and I said media literacy, but this is actually something that does happen online quite frequently. And to circle back to our cancellation, that's what happened when people can't differentiate between reality and satire.
Yeah, sarcasm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not just sarcasm, though, also satire. So, yes, I deeply enjoyed this. We did a little conversation exercise in our group chat about our most Republican takes.
Which we won't share here.
I will not be sharing that here. I do not want to open myself up to that.
someone's gonna clip it, and it's exactly the media literacy. So we just can't share.
Yeah, someone's gonna clip it. Us big famous people, they're gonna take us out of context.
And they're gonna cancel us.
No, but you know what? In a less, I guess, facetious, although still facetious, take on this, sometimes I think it is important to discuss opinions and ideas that maybe you are less inclined to share, particularly in safe group contexts, thus providing the opening for others to delicately provide feedback and correct you. Like, Ivan and I were doing this together, and he said something completely whack, and then we had a conversation. It was fine, and I'm glad that we chatted about it. But it's like information that you've never shared with others that you could change your mind very quickly, because people also change their minds all the time. So while a joke, I think that disclosing points of view and being able to engage in civil discourse and then like convince people otherwise is actually a good exercise.
Now I really want to know what Ivan said that was whack, but I'm sure you're not going to share it.
I'm not sharing it. It was whack.
Catalina, have you ever said anything whack, or are you perfect?
All I say is whack things. Everything that comes out of my mouth is whack. I live in a constant state of regret.
Okay. I'm glad you could own up to it.
Of course.
Let's move on. This is basically my whole For You page now, but it's one of my favorite audio trends, I think, like, ever on TikTok. I love it. I can't get enough of it. I will watch every video that comes across my page that is this. It is turning text messages into a gospel choir song, and it's a good use of AI, in my humble opinion.
Republican take.
That's a good
I actually was just going to say, I feel like a really good Republican take would be about AI. It would be like,
exactly.
You know what? Like, I actually think that we should be outsourcing more jobs to AI.
Right. Well, you know, sorry to the musicians who could have been doing this, but AI is doing a good job at this gospel trend. So I have a few examples, some of my favorites. The first one is by Tiffany Thorson. It's turning my best friend's text into a gospel song with no context.
Do you think I look like Dora the Explorer if I got a fuck-ass bob? Hello. If you love me, you'll pick up your phone. What in the actual fuck? My pubes going crazy because I simply don't care. I will literally sell my left kidney for you to be there. But like we should set up a GoFundMe, like we need the cash now. For just 2 cents a day, you could help me get my best friend to my wedding in Mexico. And then we post a picture of you really sad, so it sells. I have to get a plan B and a new vape. My tensions. I look like a beluga Ozempic immediately. I took a plan B. But what if I'm too chungus for it to work? Big back activities failing me. Me looking like the halibut from SpongeBob. Do not make me call your mother, father, husband, sisters, your sister's dogs, your mom's neighbors. Okay, I'm very, very sorry. Please forgive my poor, broke, black ass, I beg of you. Bitch, I just started. Never in my years have I been this humbled. I'm a literal cow right now. I need Ozempic. Yes, I have literal bazookas now. I hit my brother's vape for the first time, and I'm pretty sure it ripped the meat clean off of my esophagus. I coughed so hard I pissed my pants.
Her friend, talk about saying some whack stuff. I mean, this friend sounds like so much fun. Also a ride or die. And a lot of the comments agreed, like, we all need to be friends with this person.
You know, we're going to get critiqued by Melissa, former co-host of this now being a gospel AI podcast, if you play multiple of these.
It's true.
Everyone's a critic. No one is a podcast host.
There's not enough podcasts.
Definitely not.
Okay, the next one's by Jackie_Z. When our friend fell into a trench on the side of the road, gospel edition.
Hey, y'all! I'm just sending this to everyone, just as a PSA. but there's a trench on San Vicente and I fell into it. I've been in the hospital all day, and I'm thankfully okay. I just have a fractured ankle, but I'm pretty shaken by the whole thing. And just want y'all to warn y'all that the trench is there. And please be safe if you're walking on San Vicente near Whole Foods and Arc'teryx. The fire department said I'm super lucky, nothing worse happened. Love y'all. And we never want y'all to get hurt. It was genuinely so scary. Y'all, please be careful. I was there. I cannot believe the city would leave a trench open like that. What the fuck? How big of a trench? Hope you're feeling alright. It was 10 feet deep. It was dark at the bottom, so I couldn't see. And though I was free falling, scariest moment of my life. Jesus! Bro, what the fuck? That's insane. Sorry to hear about your fall. I wish you get well soon. Like I might sue the city. I would. 100%.
Recently, I told Dina a story about a exchange/public announcement series that I saw on Facebook about someone getting injured. I was sharing this information with a lot of people because this is one of the reasons why I keep Facebook.
Yes.
Is to see people publish, like, telling on themselves online at all times and just, like, acting wild in a public forum. And Dina, to this trend, said this would be an amazing gospel song. I completely agree. I wish I could do this, but I need to maintain this person's privacy.
I wish you could share more. Yes.
Ugh, I know, but just know that if you were thinking about deleting Facebook, that's fine. You probably should. Like, screw Meta. But also, if you ever want to watch people just do mess, keep Facebook and see who's still actively posting on there in the year 2026.
The reason why I go on Facebook a lot now is because of the Upper East Side Moms group, because I'm trying to find a nanny. So it's a great resource for that. But the shit people post on this, a lot of cheating. People will post about their husband of, 20 years cheating on them. Someone randomly posted, like, don't know who to share this with, but I now have $1 million in my savings account. And there were like thousands of comments, and it's so insane.
Honestly, that makes me a little sad. Sad/concerned, but mostly sad, where I'm just like, do you not have anyone to share that information
Yeah, no, it
with?
is sad. To follow up on the friend who fell in a trench, there's also a picture of said trench, and it's like a huge hole, which is just really actually scary. So, no, you can't see it, but I just wanted to share.
That kind of reminds me of the girl from my high school who got stuck between two buildings.
We had told this story on the podcast before. I've heard you tell
it's
this.
one of the best stories of all
It
time. The girl
is
from my
one of
high
the
school got
best
wedged
story.
between two buildings.
And she's okay, though. Yeah.
Yeah, this was like over a decade ago. But
Yeah.
it was great because I also remember, and finding out via the internet/networks and then seeing people in person years later and getting to talk about it, like with people from my hometown who I'm not friends with, being like, did you see that thing about that? Is why, you know what, it is kind of sad that someone's posting that they have $1 million in their savings account on this forum, but also I'm glad that this guy I went to high school with posted about driving 5 hours to Bojangles and then posted a really in-depth review, because I feel like that's community, baby.
Yeah.
Thanks, internet.
Great content. Okay, the next and the last one we'll highlight, and this is the most popular one. So a lot of people are using this audio and making videos and lip syncing to it. It's a video by A3R1N, turning my chaotic messages into a gospel song.
Girl, I am in this man's bed. You said you were studying, so about that, please don't piss me off. I just saw a message come through on his phone. The contact name got a red heart in it, a heart in it. I think that's his girlfriend. Deja, please, what did it say? Be home in 5. Deja, help me. Help me. Does he know she's coming back? Yes. What did he say? He's trying to get me in the closet. No, you need to leave. Help, 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 Deja. Should I jump out of the window? What? I don't have no other choice. Maybe try the door.
So yeah, there was an old couple who lip synced to this audio that I thought was really funny. I think keep it up.
Wait, was this the audio that then Ashley, friend of the pod, responded, they did a terrible job?
Yeah, I mean, okay, Ashley, they're just a cute little old couple who's trying TikTok. Leave them alone.
I am actually always interested in when people post lip sync videos where they're so off with the lip syncing. With the elderly couple, I don't really expect them to be on, but other people will post and I'm like, did you even try?
Okay, Catalina, what's been on your For You page?
All right, so I got a story the other day from a creator named Hot and Middle Eastern, who is some sort of lifestyle influencer. Never come across my For You page before. I'm so glad I stuck around for this story because it was really good.
Okay, I just got home from this influencer event, and it was truly fucking insane. I won't say the brand name because I actually love them so much. It was like they've been nothing but kind to me, and just so sweet and like so not like their fault whatsoever. But I got invited to come hang with them and a bunch of other girls to celebrate like a little new release that they were having, and it was like beach. What was marketed was like beach dance class, like drinks on the beach. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm gonna go and like shake my little butt, meet some girls, grab a drink on the beach, and like that's it. Like this is an influencer event. No one's like going hardcore for like a dance class. And let it be known, my content on here is like not giving dance. It's giving like comedy, like hee hee ha ha, right? So I go. I'm having so much fun. I'm like so excited to go. I meet some like girlies. I meet some people from the company that are like, hey, we've been talking over email. Like, so good to finally meet you. We go. I'm like walking around. Everyone knows each other. I'm the only one who doesn't know each other. I'm like, oh, so I start trying to make some friends, and everyone's like, oh yeah, like you're here alone. Like, okay, whatever. Like, yeah, we kind of know some people. It was honestly really weird. I talked to one of these girls, and they're like, oh yeah, I really don't know anyone either, but some of these girls have like auditioned for me before. And I like kind of clocked it, and I just like was like, we're in LA, babe, like that can mean anything. Oh my god. It didn't mean anything. I started talking to a bunch of people. Everyone is like, yeah, I don't know anyone either, but like I've danced with her before, blah blah blah. What? All of a sudden out of nowhere, flash mob. A bunch of girls dancing. Everyone knew the dance. Everyone knew the dance but me. Everyone knew the dance with me. I started talking to girls around me because now they're like, get ready, dance class is about to start, like 5 minutes. Hey, are you a good dancer? What? This is crazy, I'm so nervous. Yeah, I'm professional. What? Okay, that was one girl. Okay, amazing, bye, have fun. Go to the back, start asking around. Girl, you crazy, like this is crazy. Are you a good dancer? Yeah, I've been dancing for 12 years. Dance class starts. There is no introduction. Dance instructor comes strolling in. Immediately hits, this is our first move. Ma'am, it is daytime. It is 2:00 on a beach, an open beach. There is cameras everywhere, filming everything. I am not a dancer. I can barely like sway my hips at a concert. Are you kidding me? So now sirens are going off. I felt like this was like SeaWorld and I was Shamu. I was behind the glass at a zoo. All eyes were on me. And so I'm like, okay, let me go to the back.
What I liked about this, basically she's saying like she went to this event and she was completely unprepared for what happened. But it's not like these ones where people are dragging the company or talking shit about other people. She's basically like, I think they made a mistake. They invited me to this event, and then it turned out that we were supposed to do a choreographed dance, and everyone who I was speaking to at the event was a professional dancer. And so when the dance was supposed to start, I ran away.
And not only did she run away and call an Uber, but an
Uber
then
didn't
canceled.
come.
And it was this open forum, she was saying, where everyone could watch because it was at a beach. The way she told the story was brilliant. I then investigated and I looked up, because in the comments you could see the name of the brand. So then everyone in the comments said, oh, we found the brand and we've watched the dance and we want to see her in the background. This is amazing PR for the brand.
I agree. The brand is Garage Clothing, and it's true that I was one of these people who went to the Garage Clothing page to check out, you know, what these videos were, and people are commenting like, I'm here because of this girl's video. So I think these are also, I don't think this was planned. This seems like an organic opportunity that was just like kismet, where the girl had a good attitude and also the brand had a good attitude.
Yes.
Because I think if you have a social media manager who doesn't have a sense of humor and you're taking your event too seriously and you're not seeing like how this will generate interest in a different way in your brand, then you might go in a different direction. This was the whole issue with the J.Lo, if you know, you know, orange drink, ham and cheese on a roll and a bag of chips, where it's just like there were so many ways that she could have spun that and made fun of herself and capitalized on it. But instead, she was taking herself super seriously. So I think this is another good lesson in having a sense of humor, especially when it comes to social media, especially when it comes to TikTok, where people tend to have a more sardonic sense of humor.
The brand Garage Clothing commented, "You're a star and Uber is on us." And everyone in the comments is now saying, yeah, they're going to that brand. This creator is blowing up too. This reminds me very much of when me and you went to the Jazzercise class.
It was Latin dance, actually.
It's Latin dance. I thought it was an aerobics class though, but the emphasis was more on dance. And I should have walked out as soon as we got there when we saw people wearing jazz shoes.
They were wearing character shoes.
See, what do I know? You should not have brought me. And then I was accused of directing airplane traffic.
We know. Yeah. I would say that I thought it was going to be a Zumba class.
I did too. But yeah, I was very misplaced. And yes, go to the back just immediately. Yes. Just like this creator, Rosie, did. Just, you got to get to the back.
My friend Kate had told me this horror story about when she was living in Austin. She was invited by some guy to go on a bike ride, like a group bike ride. So she showed up thinking it was one of these like social bike rides, which people do, where there's, you know, a group and you go and you like drink beer, stop at a brewery. Everyone was wearing a full bike kit.
Oh no.
It was like a legit like cyclist.
Yeah.
And she was just like, I mean, okay.
Yeah, that's why I've never gone to a run club, because I'm very nervous because I'm so slow that they just leave me behind.
I think you could go to Ashley, friend of the pod's run club.
I don't know. They run pretty fast, I think.
I have nothing to say about that. I don't know. I think you can do it.
Okay.
All right. Next on my For You page, speaking of Ashley, friend of the pod, who has foreboded me. She has not foreboded me, but you know what? I'll let her speak on it next week. She'll have the floor. So one thing of note is that a member of our Tortulia, Sam, has been sending me independently a lot of Columbus, Ohio content because she has been clicking into it. But what's funny is that she has been getting far more than I've ever gotten. And she's actually helping me get on the algorithm to see restaurants and things that people are recommending. This, however, came across my For You page completely independently, and it seems to have garnered significant interest from communities outside of Ohio. The user is Harrison Gallagher.
This is a rap about Columbus, Ohio. Columbus, Ohio is where Wendy's was founded. Columbus was founded in 1812, and it has a nice downtown. It is the capital of Ohio, and that's why it's in the center of the state. And don't you forget about going to Smith's Sausage House. I've been there. It's really good. They have about 946,000 residents in Columbus. Yes, indeed. Their school district is Columbus City Schools. Easton Town Center and Polaris Fashion Center are both located in Columbus, Ohio. They have I-70 and I-71. One goes east and west, and one goes north and south. They have lots of suburbs, yes they do. And don't you forget about the Columbus Zoo. They have the Olentangy River, and they're located in the middle of Ohio. This is a rap about Columbus, Ohio. Columbus, Ohio is located in Ohio. It's in the center of the state, yes indeed. It's the capital of Ohio. Don't you ever forget that.
I really love the comment section on this because people are simply dying for his approach at rapping. Someone wrote, rhymes sold separately. Another wrote, okay, free verse. People are quoting him. So like one line is Columbus, Ohio is located in Ohio. Another one is, this is a rap about Columbus, Ohio. People are saying not a single rhyme and it's still peak. I think that, everyone, this is not bullying. It's all kind of being like, this is absurd, but we love it.
It's very catchy. Now, I listened to this twice. I didn't realize it was like starting again. So and I thought, oh, let me swipe away because this is getting stuck in my head.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like something you would make up as a child, right?
Yes,
where you're just like,
yes.
It's located in Ohio. But you also said you learned some new facts.
I did. I didn't know Wendy's was started in Ohio. I had no idea.
Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
Basically,
The more you
anything
know.
like middle America is connected to Ohio in some sense.
Makes
It's very
sense to
much the heartland of normie culture.
Okay, what else has been on your For You page?
So a final thing that I would like to highlight is a video by the creator Grace Beverly, and she stitches another creator's video, which on the screen it says it's them putting a can of tuna into a bowl, and it says name one person who ever got mercury poisoning.
Hi, so actually, I did. I really hate to do this to you, but last winter I had done a load of testing around why my hormones were so fucked up and why I was having so much inflammation. I had put on a lot of weight really easy and all of this. Anyway, I did a load of hormone tests, GI tests, blood tests, all of this. And the doctor called me when I wasn't expecting it, and I was like, oh, fuck, you never like that. Like, I'm dying. And she said, I just want to check how much tinned fish do you eat? And I said, oh, I don't know, like, I said, 1, maybe 2 things of tuna a day. To which she said, you know you're meant to have 2 servings a week. And I said, no. Obviously I didn't know that. And also, what am I meant to eat? Because when it's in the cupboard and I'm in a rush and I'm at work, it's important that tuna is available to me. She's one of the lights of my lives and the fire of my loins. And she said, yeah, you're borderline for mercury poisoning, and you also have incredibly high arsenic levels. And I would recommend that you stop eating fish for a few months. And so, yeah, don't do that.
This story is so wild. The amount of tuna she had is a lot. It's too much tuna, but I personally didn't know just how much you needed to get mercury poisoning. I would think what Grace Beverly had wasn't enough for mercury poisoning. That's
every day is enough for mercury poisoning.
I didn't realize. I thought you needed to have like large quantities every day.
I was actually doing this last week. I was asking Alexa how much tuna I could eat because I wanted to have another can of tuna. I love doing what she does for lunch. It's the easy, like if you
so
actually
easy.
like tuna,
Yeah.
it is the easiest lunch.
It
I
really
just
is.
had it, in fact. You take tuna and you just throw it on some rice. You take tuna, you put it on a sandwich.
Put it on
you
a salad.
take tuna, you put it on a
Yeah.
salad. It's the
So
easiest.
easy.
I'll just eat it raw. Not raw. Well, I actually will eat it raw because I love sushi. So,
Yeah.
So last week I was like, wait, how many days of tuna am I going on right now?
You gotta
So I do
stop.
need to have a bit of a detox.
Let this be a lesson.
Can we just do something about it?
Ecologically, there's something with the tuna fish, you know? So I don't think we can.
Yeah, it's probably just going to get worse, frankly, from here. Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
I feel like your For You page is very tuna forward. It knows you.
Yeah, it's tuna forward. It is fiber forward.
Yeah,
I did recently make a recipe that I saw on my For You page, which was mashing up chia seeds and raspberries and then freezing them in discs, dipping them in chocolate and making these like chocolates.
That sounds like a true fruit.
Yes, it was good.
Like a healthy
True fruit
version.
is better.
Of course.
For sure. Or franui, which is the same but with white chocolate and regular chocolate over it. The only thing I made a fatal flaw, which is I read the comments and people were saying you need to you need to hydrate the chia seeds first, and I did, and it gave it like a weird ice texture. Not bad. I would do again. And honestly, easy, and was making me think we should be freezing discs of shit and dipping it in chocolate more often. It's so easy.
What kind of chocolate did you use? Did you melt chocolate chips?
Yeah, I just had chocolate chips, melted them.
Nice. Sounds amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have a fashion section. Goes great with Met Gala week. This taught me a lot, actually. It's a video by It's Motorola.
There are only 3 color combinations that matter when you're getting dressed. And once you know them, putting an outfit together becomes a formula and not a guessing game. Most people default to neutrals not because they don't like color, but because combining colors feels like something you either know how to do or you don't. It feels like a talent, but it's not. It's a system. And the system is actually simple. Combination 1, monochromatic. 1 color family, different shades. A cream sweater, an ivory trouser, and off-white shoes. It looks polished with 0 effort. But the key is is mixing textures so it doesn't fall flat, like knit, leather, cotton. Same color, different surfaces. Combination 2, complementary colors. These are colors that are opposite each other. Blue and orange, purple and yellow. They're high contrast, which makes it look more intentional. The trick is keeping one of those colors more dominant and the other one as an accent. Combination 3, analogous colors. Colors that are next to each other, like olive, brown, and tan. They're soft, cohesive, naturally stylish. The key here is staying in the same temperature, otherwise known as undertone. You either go all warm or all cool. Don't mix them, or else it gets a bit muddy.
She breaks it down in a digestible way, so I know what could match, what colors match. I never really knew the theories behind it, but it makes sense. Color wheel.
Being married to someone whose entire family is artists, I'm very aware of the color wheel. I just choose to ignore it.
Yes.
But I liked the one piece of information. I thought you would like this video because I think that for people who tend to get very overwhelmed with putting outfits together, just having a simple formula is helpful. Like, oh, I just know that this color, maybe I should match it with that color. But the one piece of information that was new to me was the monochrome, but changing up the textures. Mm-hmm. That it makes a lot of sense. So you don't look like you're wearing like a prison jumpsuit, but also it reminds me of that creator who was going on her fashion journey, who the primary issue with her outfits, I mean, there were so many, but one of the primary issues was she was mixing textures, just like did not make sense. So when you're mixing textures, you still have to think like, maybe I shouldn't put performance fleece with a
work
dress
pants.
pant. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That was funny. Good callback there.
Oh, thank you.
Last but not least, we have a learning on TikTok that graced Catalina's For You page by awkward_ecology.
Hey there. This is just a friendly reminder that a fruit is the seed-bearing ripened ovary of a flowering plant. That's why something like a tomato is a fruit, because it has seeds and it comes from a flower. While a vegetable is just government propaganda. Botanically and scientifically, a vegetable does not exist. It's completely made up by lawmakers who just pick random parts of a plant to call a vegetable. That's why an onion, which is a root bulb, and lettuce, which is just leaves, are both allowed to be categorized as a vegetable. We've given vegetables too much power. There are even multiple vegetables that come from one single plant. Now, does that mean we should stop eating vegetables? Absolutely not. Potatoes and onions, the greatest foods ever created, and I'd rather pass on to the spirit world than ever give up eating those. It does, however, mean that the government loves to lie to you and just make shit up however they feel like it, for whatever reason.
Let's talk about media literacy, because is there a joke in here?
Yeah, I mean, the way that they're presenting the information is a joke.
Right, but is the I didn't know if I should believe the information presented.
No, it's true. I mean, it's about categorization, and essentially there is a difference between botanical categories and the way that we are how products are marketed and sold. Our understanding of different fruits and vegetables and things like that is directed by how these different industries parse the information and also how the government regulates it. So like this actually goes back to the Smysen dream. Whether or not you can categorize something as ice cream changes the types of licenses you have. It changes what you need to do in order to sell it. And so going back a long time, there were decisions, and also it varies depending on the state. There were decisions that were made about how this would be regulated at a state level, and then that feeds into the way that we actually understand these categories in our minds. So this really resonated with me because I was recently eating some like small green beans, and then I came to the realization that dried beans are just the insides of beans that were once green, and that certain green beans create other types of dried beans. Like when we have like a black bean, a white bean, all of that comes from different species of plants that at one time were green.
You've lost me.
Or a fish. Let me just say one more thing.
You've lost me.
The entire category of sea bass is an umbrella term that's used for so many different types of fish.
Right. I get all that.
Yeah.
So you lost me at the beans.
Okay, well,
I don't think you need to explain again, but the dried beans and the wet beans and the green beans, that, you know.
Okay, Dina, explain it back to me. What's the difference between a black bean and a green bean?
The color.
I hate you. We're not friends anymore. It's just cool to know. And then also, cool. Like, did you know that paprika is just red peppers that are dried?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that cashews come from a fruit, the cashew plant? It's like the interior seed of the cashew plant.
Cashew?
I could go on. Anyway, maybe this is like too specific to my type of interest, but there you go. There you go.
That was Catalina's TED Talk.
Was it?
I think it was. I think you can go on for more and more hours about that. You should start a TikTok page about categorizations, since you seem to love this topic.
I'll just continue to be an academic.
Excellent.
All right. Well,
is that it?
That's it, girlfriend. I'm outie. I'm going to Spain now. On that note, mic drop.
Mic drop. Black bean, green bean, white bean. I don't know.
Wait,
like
I actually, I like got really into the thick of it with something once where I was trying to figure out how you could create those cherries, the really good maraschino cherries, the Luxardo cherries. And I found out the type of cherry that actually is a Luxardo cherry, like, and then I was trying to find out if you could buy fresh ones. I'm just interested in the origins of things.
Is that the cherry you put on your wedding registry? The can of cherries?
First of all, that's fake news. That's revisionist history. My friend did that. I don't want you walking around saying I put cherries on my wedding registry. I did not put cherries. I put home goods and kitchen goods and suitcases. My friend did that, and I bought it because it was so absurd.
Oh, you bought it. Yes.
And you know what? Actually, recently I was at Costco, and they have a really good deal on those cherries. So if you guys have any Costco memberships, you should go hit them up for those maraschino cherries.
Nice. And with that, thank you, Catalina. Have the most wonderful time in Spain. We'll be checking in with you. And thanks, everyone, for listening.
Bye.
Bye.